Richard Baker is his name, and putting companies out of business is his game. While most investors are terrified of massive department stores with sinking revenue, Richard goes all in. This is part one of a new series where I talk about infamous private equity deals and the aftermath of what went down. And I'm Sammy. I talk about the hottest business lore keeping you in the know. And the thing about this situation is it's very much happening in real time. I made this video last week where I talk about how Saks is in a really difficult financial situation. They acquired Neiman Marcus at the end of last year, and now they may not be able to pay their interest payment that's due next month. And Richard Baker is the main character and the mastermind behind the deal. He's just your run-of-the-mill real estate mogul who takes this boat into work each day. And in 2005, he formed a private equity firm called NRDC. They buy massive retailers with valuable real estate. And Richard has a history of acquiring companies, racking up a ton of debt on them, and letting them go out of business. But then his company still owns all of the real estate, so they sell off the real estate or redevelop it, and they end up making a massive profit. This is exactly what they did with Lord & Taylor. His firm bought Lord & Taylor back in 2006 for $1.2 billion. And in 2019, he ends up selling Lord & Taylor for around $100 million, but they retained the real estate. And a year after the deal closed, Lord & Taylor filed for bankruptcy protection and closed all of the stores. Yet Baker says that he made a profit on Lord & Taylor that far exceeds the original investment of $1.2 billion. And this is because he sold off some properties, including the $850 million flagship location, and redeveloping the rest. So in his own words, he says that Lord & Taylor was a monster win. And he also led the takeover of Hudson's Bay in 2008. This is the oldest retailer in North America. It's literally 355 years old. And when the Neiman Saks deal was finalized, they decided to recapitalize Hudson Bay into its own standalone company. And fast forward, unfortunately, to this year, they also went through bankruptcy. And they decided pretty recently that they're going to close all stores and liquidate everything. Okay, this video is already getting long, but I want to bring it full circle to come back to the Saks situation. This is a quote in the Wall Street Journal where Richard Baker is talking about Neiman Marcus before, of course, his company bought it. He says, "My only interest is in us putting Neiman Marcus out of business. There is no reason for Neiman Marcus to exist if we do our job right." A plot twist, he now owns it. I want to know what you think about the private equity side and everything that's going on here. Follow along so you can be in the loop on this private equity series.